Air way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the cookout with Toyo, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Church, real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get man. Come on, press play, press play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is Friday, April 18th, man. What's happening? What's going on, Drake?
What's good, big dog? You know what I'm saying, man? Gotta give him time to get over here, man. You know, we had a little redirection this morning, man. Redirection of traffic, man. Heart over here. What's good, big dog? Y'all make sure y'all share that out, man.
Make sure y'all share that out. Yes, that's a little bit of that program pressure for you right there, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
but it's all good, man. It's all good, man. We here, man. We ready to cook. You know what I'm saying? We got a topic for y'all today, man. Program pressure, like Brother Big A said, man. Straight up. Straight up.
Yeah, man. We gotta let him get in there for a second, man.
Yeah, man. How you holding this morning, Big
A? I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. How you holding up? How you doing?
Hey, we out here grinding, man. Always great to bad, bro. And what's even better is man, we just hit an additional 100 subscribers, man. We have 4,100 now. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can always adjust the volume of the music before you start playing the music.
Yeah, you right. Hey, man, got to do better than that, man. Got to do better than that, man. It's early in the morning. I got you, bro. That was it.
Hey, so Ty, I should be doing this first sticks this weekend, God willing. You know what I'm saying? She's still bleeding right now. So I'm looking at Sunday, doing the first sticks and actually putting the video out, you know, so you get a track from the gestation, count to 63 days when they get here. And then, you know what I'm saying, as close as you are, man, I'll be bringing yours to you personally, you know what I'm saying? Or if you know what I'm saying, however you want to work it out. And we'll do it that way, man. But yeah, man, just showing you the process, the whole process, you know. Not afraid to show the process.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. And, y'all know why y'all here.
Yeah, quote of the day. Pressure don't bust pipes. It reveals poor plumbing or creates diamonds, you know?
For sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bushido code of the day. We talking honor today. Yeah, we're going to talk some honor. Let your bloodlines reflect your character. A true samurai doesn't flinch under inspection. Neither should your yard. Ooh. How you feel about that, Drake?
Man, hey, I feel like we put on our channel for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's binge-worthy content, and you know, you are you are the work you put into yourself.
Yeah, speaking of, man, we had a conversation yesterday, bro. And you were telling me about, you know, being under inspection under pressure. You know,
Yeah.
you want to talk about that a little bit briefly?
I'll cook on it briefly, but let me, because Ty asked some questions, and he's one of our people receiving puppies. I definitely want to make sure that they know they appreciate it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he said gives him time. So I'm looking at 63 days. I'm looking at middle of June, late June for the puppies to drop, and then about another. I like to let them go 8 weeks, but if you just press and you got to get it at 6 weeks, you know what I'm saying? You're looking at late July, early August to get a pickup. You know what I'm saying? So you got plenty of time, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you need me to hold it longer, you know what I'm saying? A whoopie whoop, you know, just holler at your boy, man. We're not tripping. Also, Brother Dickie Foster came in with that good word. He said, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, then all things shall be added unto you." Have a blessed day, everyone. You have a blessed day too, Dickie, man. You ain't have to do it, but you did, bro.
Yes,
you didn't have to
sir,
do it,
man.
but you did, man. God bless you, bro, and thank you for His spoken word, for His chosen people, man. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Big A.
Salute.
Program pressure, why your bloodline ain't holding up, and the story about performing under pressure. Okay, so I was talking to Big A. I didn't know he was going to ask me that question this morning either, y'all. So this is a real live first react. Victoria in the building. What's good, big dog?
Salute.
Salute, bro. What's up? What's up? Big A, Big Dre, what's good?
What's that?
Can't call him my spoiler.
Hey, I'm just getting in the building. I'm just getting home, so I'm gonna put it on mute till I get in the house, all the way in the house, bro.
Okay, already. Say less. But so the story I was telling Big A was when I became a drill instructor, man, I was not before I was the number one in the country. You know what I'm saying? I barely graduated drill instructor school. You know what I'm saying? I barely graduated MTIS, but I had heart, man. This is a story of heart, and just I guess talking about like, you know, myself, not the dogs, even just myself. But so my first day, like my very first day, was during the COVID period. So they weren't allowing us to go out and see other instructors with their recruits. So I had never seen the schooling that I went through applied. So we get there, you know, like your first day, you get an indoc or whatever. So my training superintendent, that's the person who's in charge of saying yes or no. Either I get to stay or I got to go back to my regular job. You know, so she's there, and the commandant or the principal of the school where I graduated drill instructor school, she was there. You know, and she was they started allowing people to come back to visit, you know, the dorms and stuff. So it's a class, you know, and it's about 2 or 3, my trainer and a couple other instructors. And the commandant, the principal, was asking my training soup. She was like, "Hey, y'all got anybody teaching anything or anybody doing anything?" And I heard it, and I said, "Yeah, me. I'm about to go teach my first evaluation right now, and I want the new recruits for the drill instructor school. I wanted to see what it looked like, what it felt like, the whole process." You know what I'm saying? And to mind you, like I felt like that was just like the right thing to do. I didn't get to see it. It's something that because I didn't get to see it, I felt like somebody else should be able to see that process and kind of know what they're getting themselves into, right? So I go out and I teach the class, you know what I'm saying? And I got overwhelmed, you know what I'm saying? So it's 31 line items. I ended up failing 4 line items, which resulted in overall needs improvement. Just, you know, ratings are clearly unsatisfactory, needs improvement, satisfactory, excellent, or outstanding. You know what I'm saying? Now, out of 31 line items, 27 was outstanding, 4 was needs improvement, but that's neither here nor there. What it is that those guys got to see it. But during the course of me teaching this drill lesson, this hour-long drill lesson, other instructors started coming out of the ones that was available started coming out to the drill pad and like, yo, like just watching, you know what I'm saying? Just watching me teach. And when it was over, you know what I'm saying? They don't tell you right away that you passed or failed. You typically go like one-on-one to the office to hear your results. You know what I'm saying? They typically, you know, hey man, you know, you did great, but you messed up these line items right here, you know. And so the students, you know, when it was over, you know, they watching and everything. And she was like, "Yeah, where you want to go to do your feedback?" I was like, "Well, we're going to the conference room." You know what I'm saying? Like, let the students see the feedback too. You know what I'm saying? Good or bad, let them see the feedback. Let them see it. Let them know what they're getting themselves into, you know?
Yeah.
And so she goes in there and she briefs me in a room full of people. Everybody who was watching, you know, at this point, 16, 17 drill instructors, the class, the commandant, and her, my trainer too, you know. And they all just like, I can't believe he's, you know, like, I don't know why they're looking at me like this, you know. So after the feedback was over, she tells me what I failed. You know, I got to reteach the class and everything. She pulled me to the side. She said, look, her and the commandant, they like, look, man, let me tell you something. It was like, what you just did, there's not even a certified instructor that would do that. Nobody's letting you watch the evaluation. Nobody's going to let you do that. You know, so it like, I don't know if you're brave or dumb, but if you keep doing what you're doing, man, you'll be unstoppable. Now, flash forward 2 years later, as I'm receiving the Master Military Training Instructor of the Year Award, you know, 2022, those two were at my graduation and they told that story, you know, in a room full of people that were there. You know what I'm saying? In a room full of people that were there. And like, yeah, man, like we knew this kid was gonna be special because he did what nobody else was willing to do. You know what I'm saying? He had that heart, you know. And so I guess Big A wanted me to tell that story because it coincides with honor and with the whole idea of a program or just performing under pressure. You know what I'm saying? Because to me that was no pressure. To me, it doesn't matter if it was 1,000 people watching and one person watching. That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to give it your all. That's how life works for me. You know what I'm saying? So if it don't work for y'all, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? But that's the early morning story this morning, y'all.
Yeah, the same thing for the work that you put in with these dogs, man. You know, and you know, y'all should reflect your work. You know, daily nutrition fact: probiotics, man, support your digestion, immune function, and nutrient absorption. Stress and diet changes can throw gut health off. Include yogurt or vet recommended probiotics regularly. They say, you know, when your dog's under stress, give them probiotics. Like when you traveling heavy, you know, or putting them on, you know, they under like a stressful situations. The research that I was looking at, now I haven't tried it. This is just research that I'm looking at that coincides with the probiotics for the day. It says give them a little bit of probiotics, man. It'll help their gut, you know, for that short period of time.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
The probiotic is nice, man. I get it through it. Like you said, the yogurt, man. You know, different kinds of creams.
The cheese.
Yeah, the cottage cheese. Yeah, man. Y'all seen that though? We had videos on that with actually using this topic we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Now look, I need to get something started real quick, Big A, while we going because we got to do 3 votes.
Okay.
It's that many dogs for Dog of the Week. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up the background. Okay. Yeah, for those y'all who have been here, y'all already know how it works. For those y'all who haven't been here, you're gonna learn right now. But this is the first batch. There's 3 batches today. Okay, there's 3 batches today. And with these batches, how it's gonna work is I'm gonna put the dogs on the screen. I'm gonna launch a poll. I'm gonna launch the poll now. Okay, so you watching, I'm launching the poll now. And I'm gonna put these dogs on the screen so y'all can see them. You're gonna vote on batch number 1. These are batch number 1 for Dog of the Week. Okay, and then we're gonna continue the live stream and leave it up for like 5-10 minutes. Then I'm gonna put a batch number 2. We're gonna vote on those. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a batch number 3. We're gonna vote on those. And then we're gonna put the 3 batches together and try to get them voted on today too before the show is over with so we can pick our Dog of the Week. Because y'all, you know what I'm saying? Apparently we popping right now and y'all actually sending in Dogs of the Week for us to vote on. So I'm giving it to y'all like that. Straight up.
Man. Hey. We looking like
Let me shout out some people in the chat too, bro, while we in here, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got Miss McFarland, you know what I'm saying? She in the building.
Good morning, sweetheart.
We got Heart and Finish Kennels in the building. He said, yo. Ty 602. Usual suspects. Ty 602, salute big dog. Brother Dickie Mother Loving Foster in the building, salute big dog.
Hey, legendary.
Yes, sir. RBG Lone Wolf.
Whoa, man, what's happening, bro?
Dogman TV. All right, skirt. Let me stop the show.
Oh,
man.
Hold up. Man, hold up.
Let me stop the show, man. Look, nonstop, man. The kind words y'all used on us yesterday, man. You and Bo, man. Like y'all, man. Y'all don't even realize, bro. That right there, that little bit right there, man. I was up this morning at 1 o'clock talking to Toyo on the back chat and everything, man. Like little stuff like that, bro. Like it means the world to people, man. Like don't think that your influence is not you know what I'm saying superb. You have superb influence, and I just want to say thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? Genuinely thank you because uh, with everything going on the internet, y'all know the storm is brewing right now. If you don't know, you're not informed. It's your responsibility as an adult to be informed of what's going on around you. It's a lot of stuff brewing right now, and for y'all to do that in the midst of all this chaos is going on right now on the internet, man. Man, salute, bro. Salute from the bottom of my heart. Yeah. Okay, man. The poll going crazy, man. It's a tie between A and C. It's a tie between A and C. Got 8 votes. Yes, sir. And it's a tie between B and D as well. Yeah, man. Y'all voting. Get in there and vote. City Boy Kennels in the building. What's good, big dog?
Hey, right on time.
Mr. Switzerland. Mr. Switzerland. Yes, sir, man.
Hey.
For sure, man. What's good, big dog? Yeah, man. Who else say that? Okay. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Tip, you right. The quality of the dogs done went way up, bro.
They continue to go up.
Yes. Yeah, like last week, you know what I'm saying? It was great. You know what I'm saying? It was only 4 of them though. This week right here, it's 3 batches. And like, bro, like y'all, like, man, y'all, them boys, the first week y'all set it off. Them boys is coming, they coming out with conditioned dogs for dog of the week, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all boy, the first group though, you know what I'm saying? Heart and finish, you know what I mean? Elevated, man, I don't mess this up. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop right there, man. Let me stop right there. But you know who you are, man. You know Quick was in there too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Pitwise. Yeah, man.
Pitwise.
Like, y'all boys started something like, bro. This week right here, we was getting so many pictures, man. Like, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. And yes, get you a membership.
Hey, what you call them? They the pioneers of this, man.
Yeah, the OGs of it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ain't first, you'll last, Ricky Bobby. Now, C, Dog Steve's in the lead now, 57. Yeah, 57, man. You know what I'm saying? And let me say how long the poll been going. The poll been going for 4 minutes. I'll leave it up at 10 minutes. I'll leave it up. No, that's gonna push it to the show a lot. I'm gonna do 5, 5, and 5. 5, 5, and 5. We'll do it that way. So y'all got another minute, whatever. Call whoever you want to call, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to start the poll, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start the poll. And like the dog that wins the poll is not the dog of the week. The dog that wins the poll wins that batch. And then obviously, like once we get the winner out of each batch, they're gonna go against each other. Okay, we're gonna press with the show. Y'all heard the rules. If you got here late, that's on you. I ain't got time for it. We got an hour-long slot. We gotta make stuff shape. Okay, bro. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. Speaking of pressure, man. We always working under pressure, man. Trying to get the info and these good dogs to you, man. So they say, when it comes to how do you inspect your bloodline as far as the new era, as far as what we can do today. How do you test your bloodline?
I don't know if Toyo available right now, but if he is, man, Toyo, you go ahead and cook. You know what I'm saying?
It's a hard one, man, because we were talking about it prior to, we had this conversation the other day, man. Really getting out there and looking for real jobs for these dogs, man. Real jobs, eradication jobs, all types of stuff, man, where you can actually excel at one program, I guess you could say, or one function.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that's a modern day way, you know.
Hello?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
big.
we
Yeah, what's
here,
good, big
bro.
dog?
Yeah, modern way, a modern way. You know, say you always get you know, it's got to deal with stress. So
Mhm.
you know the stress levels. You know, you only could it's only gonna be a good dog according to the person. So basically, like, what are you what are you testing your dog for? That's that. What are you testing your dog for? Like, you know, but basically, stress is a test that could cover all the things, frustration and all that type of stuff, and stress. You know, those are ways you can find out what's up with your dog too, and yourself at the same time. Now, I ain't saying nothing about game testing or nothing like that. We ain't talking about
Yeah,
that or whatever.
we
We just
talking
talking
about
about how,
modern day.
yeah,
Yeah.
modern day, how can you test your dogs? You know, I say different stress levels, mentally and
Mhm.
physically. That's the best way I could
Mhm.
put it. Mentally and physically, stress levels, and you know, and
Yeah.
also and try to push them through what we call the walls when they're getting frustrated and stuff like that. When they want to stop, when they want to whatever. Now it's on you to try to find out if you can get them to push through that.
Yeah.
There you go.
And yeah. And you know, I hear everybody, talking about, watered down pedigrees and all of this stuff. And I know, man, how sensitive the subject with pedigrees come. But what would you think would make your program fall apart in the next generation if you know if you're not necessarily putting use to the dogs, man?
What can make it
Uh,
immediately make your bloodline immediately fall apart? You saying?
No,
Oh, okay,
over the
okay.
generations,
Oh, over
without,
generations. Oh, yeah, over
yeah,
generations. Breed, not selective breeding. Just breeding without a purpose. That, you know, of course, that's a common answer, but basically, like, you can't emphasize that or not. Breeding without a purpose, and
mhm,
what was the other one? Not selective breeding. You know, and also breeding unemployed dogs. Breeding unemployed
yeah,
dogs that never found a job. You know what I mean? But like, hey,
yeah,
to each his own though. Like, to each his own. That's just these are just my standards and my levels.
yeah. Because I was, I would think that, um, in the process of, you know, trying to find a job for these dogs, once you find your particular, you know, job or whatever the case may be, excelling in that, you know, uh, like I say, that would be your way of testing your program to a certain extent. I guess you could say, like, for example, if you were hog hunting or whatnot, then you the only way that you know that your dogs are working is for them to excel in that program. So if if you didn't work them in that way, over a couple of generations, you think that would you couldn't tell what you had, right?
nah, I don't think you were able to give an accurate
That's
assessment. Or let me
that's what
rephrase
I
that.
was saying.
I'm not gonna say accurate. I'm gonna say I don't think you'll be able to give an informed decision or a formed, not informed consent, but you know what I'm saying. Like you're going off of speculation at best, speculative at best.
Yeah,
You don't know until you know. You know what I'm saying. You don't
right.
know until you know. And so when you trifling with stuff like that, man, like you gotta really really be on your toes. You know what I'm saying. You got really really be on your toes.
Mhm.
But
Because what oh, go ahead.
even breeding or even using dogs over tested parents or working parents,
Mhm.
that in itself, you still don't know what the puppy is going to be just because the parents are doing it. Each generation must meet the criteria, or you know what I'm saying, or you leave room for interpretation in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
what I yeah, that's what I was looking for.
these loaded
Yeah.
questions, Big A, man, come
No,
on, man. Big Hill, he got loaded questions, man.
no,
Yeah,
because
I'm ready to
it
keep it.
really. I mean, you guys have talked about it plenty of times, so I already know you guys are what you gonna say before you say it down there. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, so we're at the 5-minute mark and it's a tie. It's a 2-way tie. Dog 2 and dog 4. We need a tiebreaker, man. We need a tiebreaker. You know what I'm saying? Somebody break this tie for me. It's 15 votes. It's 15 votes, 20 people in the chat.
Yeah. You vote, Big Hill?
No, I'm ready to do that now. I gotta go to the TV part, right? And do it from there, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
You put him on the spot. Now everybody gonna he broke the vote. You could have put that in the back chat.
Yeah. Nah, yeah.
Keep cooking though, Big Ed. Keep cooking. Okay.
Okay.
It's tied again, bro. It's tied again. Bruh.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, it's like a boxing match.
Yeah, man. It's 21, man. We man, Big Ed, you gonna have to it's tied again. It's tied again. Bruh.
I think
Okay. All right, so number 2, going once.
Okay.
Nope, tied again.
Oh man.
Tied again.
Man.
It's tied between 2 and 4. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Somebody trolling. Somebody trolling right now.
Yeah.
They both look good. They both look good. Let me say this though. They both look good. Don't get it twisted.
Man.
Do not get it twisted.
Man.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's I'm gonna need Toyo to give me a part. I'm gonna need like an extra 5 minutes of today's show, Big A. All right, it's 20 votes. Okay. Number 2, going once. Number 2, going twice. Number 2, ending the poll. All right. Boom. Okay, there we go. All right. So.
Okay. Hey, we ain't done. We got round 3 covered at you, man.
Yeah, man. Round 3 in the championship round. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, these brothers really, really got in here and was like, nah, bro. You know, we ain't making it easy for y'all this week, man. You know what I'm saying? We getting it done.
Yeah.
So, dog, you got dog I.
Mm-hmm.
And you got dog double I. Yeah, you got
2
I and double I. That's it. That's the 2. Dog I and dog double I. Let me get the poll pulled up. You know what I'm saying? I had to
improvise, man. Pressure. That's what that's what this day is about, man. Program pressure, man. Yeah.
So what other questions you got on that, Big A?
Oh, nothing. Well, I mean, I got plenty of questions. You know that, man.
We keep cooking while the poll is up. You know what I'm saying? We keep cooking while the poll is up.
Yeah. So, can you speak of, bloodline over time that has been watered down behind, whatever situation? Or breeding coming from a strong, structure, or controversy breeding, anything like that. You don't necessarily gotta say it, because it's always some speculation and that. But
I'll tell you right now. I speak around it because I already know that is a loaded question right there. But so I'm gonna use a different breed, and I'm gonna say this. Okay, so I'm gonna use the bully. I'm picking on the Bully Brothers this morning. Sorry, Bully Brothers, but you're getting picked on. Okay, so when they started off, they had the classic. They had standard. They had XL, and they had extreme. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then the pocket came in very, very shortly thereafter. And then after that, they got rid of extreme and they went to exotic. You know what I'm saying? They had the double XL in certain registries. You know what I'm saying? After the BFKC wasn't the only ABKC wasn't the only one. You know what I'm saying? So they went through a lot of changes, man. But I would say the degradation of the breed has persistently happened over time. You know what I'm saying? For traits, for abilities, for all of that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely. That's an example of watering it down, because them fluffies, man, I don't even think that's some bully no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, or the fluffy French bulldogs.
Yeah, I think this happening. I I think that might be like a disease or something that's happening around a lot of breeds, man. You know, cane corsos, man, it's a whole bunch of breeds, man. What's it called, the King Shepherd?
We gotta be real about it though, Big A. It's not a disease.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it is, man. That's what people are paying for. That's exactly like you give me a chance to really cook on something this morning, man. I can really cook with some substance this morning. I can stop being service level, and I'm about to cook real quick. But I ain't trying to derail the show. But let me explain something to you. Okay, so for those of y'all who don't know, inflation is 8 times what it was 30 years ago, right? So
yes.
The problem with that is people are coming up with ways to get money, and getting money does not necessarily mean working dogs or purebred dogs anymore. Getting money means finding the trend and marketing that trend when you can. Because what most people are trying to do is that are breeding for profit. They're trying to run up a couple hundred bands while their trend is high. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about health of the dogs. It ain't about none of that. It's about running up a bag while the trend is hot. So, you know what I mean? Like, the ethics behind it is to feed their families. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that the person that deals drugs, the person that robs, the person that steals, I'm not saying they right or wrong. I'm just telling you right now, based on it, like how the average American is living. You know what I'm saying? There's destruction of the middle class. So people are coming up with ways to get bread. You know what I mean? And my movement is intentionally to bring, I try to pay people for doing positive things that I think are positive. I'm trying to push my narrative forward by having the competitions and things that I have. Like, the dog of the week right now is just having people show great purebred dogs. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. That's our contribution to the game. But these other people that are doing this, like, they got their reasons. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying what the ethics are, but I'm saying from a business standpoint, it doesn't matter if you're keeping the standard. It does. If people are buying it, it's on the consumer, not on the person. If you breed a fluffy dog that ain't supposed to be fluffy and people are buying it, man, you can't even blame you, because that's the same as hitting that like button. Spending your money with somebody who is doing something that you don't support is just like hitting that like button for somebody you don't support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But speaking of hitting that like button, y'all need to go ahead and do that real quick. You know what I'm saying?
And if you ain't a member, man, go ahead and get that membership, man. Yes, sir.
For sure, man. Yeah, man. And the panel going right now, you know what I'm saying? The votes is up. You know what I'm saying? Dog 1 is winning right now. Dog 1 is in the lead out of the dog 1 and 2. You know what I mean? So, you know, y'all got like another minute or so. I don't know how many seconds is left in that minute, but you know what I mean? Get it together. Please don't do me like y'all just did me on that last poll. That last one was rough.
Man, this one was going back and forth, man. This gonna be looking like a boxing match or something.
Yeah, yo, I get a chance to correct myself one time, because like earlier this year, that question popped up about watering down the breed, and I know that I said that the breed couldn't be watered down. I was like, I don't think it could be watered down. I mean, they've been put together for hundreds of years, so it's like, how long do it take for the stuff that they was bred to do get out of them now? And then the other day, I was talking and I was saying how the dogs could get watered down. So those was contradictory statements that I made. So I just want to explain myself. Like, when I was saying they can't be watered down, basically I was just saying, like, far as the performance that they were bred to do, it'll actually take a while before it's all out of them. Like, it's going to get dormant if you're not doing those type of things no more. So, so of course, that was what I guess people were calling watering it down, to like when you're not using those traits no more and they go dormant. So I do understand, but I also understand that that'll take a while, because they were bred for hundreds of years. So basically, like, that potential is always there, even though it goes dormant. The potential is always there if somebody breeds for that purpose. It can wake it up again, or whatever. You start working the dogs again, or whatever. So, you know, so it was a flip side of the coin. I came from both sides, and I noticed that, and I just wanted to explain myself better, just in case somebody sees something and be like, man, he said this that time and this time. And a lot of this stuff is going to be like that. You're going to be on one part of the circle one day, and this 2 months from now, they ask you something, and your angle going to be from the other side. That's just the bulldog community. You know, salute. It's just the theories and the variables that pop up. So you might be on one side in one situation, but you're on the opposite side in another. It just depends on how the things line up. So
Toyo, I agree, but let me say this too, bro. While I got you here, let me say this too, because it matters, man. Hold on, I'm trying to type in and talk at the same time. I can't do that. Okay, so
multitasking, Dre.
So Toyo, I gotta say this for everybody. I gotta say this for everybody that's listening to me right now. Check this out. One thing that this whole social media thing has taught me is that life and situations will make you a hypocrite. Okay, but let me explain something to y'all. If I was saying something wrong last year, and I get corrected, and this year I'm saying it right, or this week I'm saying it right, that is not hypocrisy. That is called growth. There's a difference. And people are being bastardized for growth. Now, there is a difference. Like, if you're changing your narrative based on you trying to sell something, based on you trying to win an argument, that's hypocrisy. But literally, like, okay, like if I didn't know something, like, you know what I'm saying? I thought I knew what game was. Okay, somebody corrected me. I realized I didn't know what game was, so I stopped calling my dogs game dogs. Because how you gonna know? How you gonna call your dog something that you don't know even what it is? You know what I'm saying? I'm using me as an example because I don't need to sit here and blast somebody else. I'm the example. You know what I'm saying? Like of lessons learned. You know what I mean? And that's what this whole episode is about, man. That pressure. That pressure can either make you do one or two things. It can turn you to a rock hard diamond. You know what I'm saying? To one of the hardest substances on earth, or you can turn it to a piece of coal and you can burn out real fast. You know what I'm saying? The choice is yours.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with it?
Yeah. And speaking of pressure, man, isn't that reason why some of the dogs that you had on the yard, man? Because you had to make that decision. You know, an honest decision.
Couldn't take the pressure, man. They couldn't take the pressure. You know what I'm saying? But they couldn't take the pressure of my program. Let me say that again. In my program is a training program. Let me also be very, very clear about that, because you know somebody like, oh man, what kind of pressure you talking about, Drake?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
we commercial over here, man.
Yeah, and I love it. That's another thing, man. They like because you above ground. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be, you know what I'm saying, humble or less than. That's asinine. Asinine way of thinking. You know, but hey, you know, it is what it is, man. Everybody do their
popularity.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Popularity is one of the worst enemies to working stock. If you can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people when those working breed dogs, performance bred dogs get popular, they get in the hands of people. A lot of times they get in the hands of people that, you know, don't have no jobs for them, and that's a major part of the watered down thing. You know what I mean? Like it all leads back to that, having jobs and all that type of stuff. But like, yeah, you can't help it. It's a two-edged sword. When you sell into the public, or when you put your good dogs in the public, whatever, it's up. They're going to be doing with it whatever they want to do with it. You dig what I'm saying? So popularity sometimes can be the downfall of your established thing that you got going on.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
and I'm getting the final poll. I'm getting the final poll together right now, man. That's what I was doing, y'all. That's why I couldn't multitask. I'm gonna leave this one up for 10 minutes because it's the last one for the day. But these are y'all finalists, man. These are y'all finalists. Thank y'all so much for helping us do this. This is not an easy thing to do, man. Go ahead and vote.
Yeah.
Poll live. That's facts, Tony. He said nobody I deal with in dogs in real life mess with YouTube. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's YouTube is, I'm not gonna lie, it's a great promotional tool for whatever it is you're trying to promote. You know what I'm saying? I think the value of YouTube has declined significantly. Like when I first got on YouTube, that's all I came on here for. I didn't come on here for entertainment or podcast at all. I came on here, okay, it's a part of my car I ain't never changed out before. I'm gonna watch that real quick. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a new thing, a new phone or something like that, or a new game or something new that's coming out, and I want to look at the gun or the game or whatever it is and see how it looked before I spend my hard or my consumer money on it. You know what I'm saying? So that ideology is what I bring to my channel. You know, same concept. You know, I want to see whatever you talk about. want to see you use it and explain to me how you use it so I can have a way. It's not gonna be the only way I do it, but it gives me a way to do it. And I'm not getting that from a lot of dog channels, dog podcasts. I'm just getting a lot of talk, but they're not showing me what it is they're doing for me to be okay, like it works or it don't work. You know what I'm saying? I want to see a product test. You know, like on the gun channels, that's why they're killing us on the gun channels, man. Because they take the gun out there, drop it in mud, and then see if it shoot. They leave it in water for a year, and then pull it out, see if it shoot. You know what I'm saying? They really torture test it. But you know, mind you, I don't want you to torture test an animal on the internet. Let me clearly articulate that. What I am saying is for the things we do, like if you say your dog do this and do that, you know what I'm saying? It's lawful and legal. You know what I mean? And there's training you can do on YouTube that tells you what you can and can't show, and how to curve the narrative on it so you can show it a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. Like I agree with Tony, man. Like you know, this is cathartic for me. It's relaxing. It's peaceful. You know what I'm saying? It get like this is like my little warm up before I go to work and deal with real life issues. You know what I'm saying? This is my little digital avatar. But y'all go ahead and cook, bro.
Big A.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, like that's a good little thing you just brought up about the YouTube thing, because you can use the same measurements. It might be a principle we digging into right now. It might be a universal principle, but basically like popularity, the power of popularity, just like the social media and the information age. Now, when it was brand spanking new, it was valuable. You know, you see how the popularity is bringing the quality, the value, the quality of the information and the value. Now it's more information out there and easier access to you. But now it's opening doors for misinformation and people that's trying to feed their family. So the gimmicks and the scams and all that came in too. So it's the same thing. It's the popularity brings this along with it. People copycatting, but giving you the fake knockoff joints. Boom, 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 boom. Like now these platforms is out here. So yeah, it's good. But now we starting to see the bad of it too. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Because it's wide open. Whereas though, like I say, the popularity brings along some negative things too. You know what I mean? Now we got everybody and their grandmother and their nephews on here acting like experts at everything. You know what I mean? But who can stop them? And then you got people that's gonna believe them. They're gonna create minions, and you have to fight their minions off and all that type stuff. So like, it's just different things, you know. So I was just observing the principles while y'all was talking about it. Salute.
Yeah, and I don't think they realize, like, we're having a team, even with this thing, we're having a team, man. Like, at our last board meeting, you know what I'm saying? There were some things discussed, man, and I kept hearing this concept, man, and I'm going to share it with y'all, man, because it's talk about pressure, man. But this is something that comes from one of the figureheads of the small YouTubers in the dog world, right? And so Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Yes, everybody got something to say, man. Everybody got something to say about what Dre do, you know, and there's a high level of responsibility associated with any kind of popularity, whether it's small or large. You know what I'm saying? You have a responsibility to the people. So if you think being a public figure means you can just come out and say whatever you want, there's no retribution for that is absurd. It's absurd. And yeah, you can remain true to yourself always. But at the same time, you have to account for growth, man. You have to account for growth. It's every day I say something stupid on here and somebody in the chat correct me. I'm like, ooh, I probably should have said that. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, brother. That's what we should be saying is thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you. But it don't always happen like that. But Toyo, I think that is a universal law, man. Good, very, very, very articulate thought process.
Yeah,
Salute.
man. Definitely. That's what we doing, man. You know, we just relaying information and receiving information and processing information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dog C is killing it right now. We at 5 minutes. Dog C at 54%. Y'all got another 5 minutes on that one. I'm leaving it up for a while to make sure that those latecomers have a chance to vote, man. Shout out to Tim Hendricks. Shout out to Pressure. Shout out to Skip Bill. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all y'all brothers, man. Thank y'all for coming through.
Salute.
Full Bite Kennels, salute. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, brother. You know what I mean?
Salute.
I appreciate you coming through and checking us out, man. It means a lot. You know what I'm saying? It costs you nothing to watch. It costs you nothing. But if it costs you something, pay us no mind. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Yeah, man. So,
All right, Big A,
yes,
let's
sir.
cook.
Okay. Come on. What we cooking on?
Well, you the one with the, hey man, you got that list of them loaded questions over there. Double barrel shotgun pointed at my intellect.
Yeah, man. If you were focusing on your program, this is not a loaded question, man. It's for everybody, man. If you were focusing on your program as far as what you know building, man, would you go off of structure, drive, look, or would you be trying to build a legacy? And that's kind of, however you want to take it, man, because legacy has pretty much whatever is involved with it, Yeah, but what would you do?
I want to cook on this, man, because none of those are my answer for why I'm breeding dogs the way I'm breeding dogs, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I got tired of having to sift through other people's production to find what it is that I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. This man like his dog's this way. Okay, that don't work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, something in that might work for me, but that in its entirety, that specific thing doesn't work for me. It's not going to get me to where I'm trying to go. And so I look at my dogs like this, man. Okay, when I'm done with the military, when I'm retired and I can live my life and have dogs and spend I'm retired, so I get a check just by breathing. What kind of dog am I going to want? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to want a dog that I can go out with and hunt. I want a dog that I can go to shows with. I want a dog that can do pretty much everything that I like. Not do it all, but can do everything I like to do. And there's dogs that can do that, but I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing programs broadcasting that. You know what I'm saying? So It's like, okay, cool. For me, I'm creating dogs that I want to use, and it just so happens that in sharing that story and that journey with people, so other people are coming out and showing their stuff, and I'm getting different perspectives and different looks, and things I might want to add, might not, what I'm saying, woo. But that's it. Like, I'm creating dogs for me, but I can't keep them all. I had no intention of keeping every single thing I breed, because I'm like, I like it. Somebody else might like it too. And I'm not gonna stop them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a solid person, you got good moral fiber, or you can talk a good talk and you can trick me into selling your dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. But at the end of the day, if you don't like it, I like it, and it can always come back home. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. Building dogs that I like, that's the legacy. I don't want to ever have to start from ground zero again if I can help it. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to put out enough of them that I can go back and touch it.
Yeah, big facts. Big facts. What we looking like in the polls, man?
All right, so it's still Dog C, and we got 27 total votes. Dog C is at 56% of the vote, man.
Man.
Tim Hendricks, salute, bro.
Hey,
salute. Salute with the queen in here. I can't see nobody. I know the queen up here. Salute, queen.
Yeah, man. So you got Daily Vision, Tim Hendricks, Full Bite Kennel, Pressure Kennels Combine, the Queen, Tony, Bad Batch. You know what I'm saying? City Boy, Heart and Finish, Skip Hill, Shreveport Mike 318 in the building.
Shreveport in the building.
Stand up, Bloodthirst. Who else, man? RBG Lone Wolf in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Lone Wolf.
You got your usual suspects in here, man. You got your usual suspects.
Yeah.
Salute all y'all. Salute all y'all, fellas and ladies. Let me go end the poll right now because it's with a 10-minute mark. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the dog of the week is none other than Dog C. Now let me announce to y'all who this dog is, man. Let me tell y'all who dog y'all just picked. And that's why I don't like telling y'all enough about the dogs. Because some of y'all are so much of a hater, rather than pick the dog that you really think is the best, you'll pick somebody, you know what I'm saying, you'll pick another dog just because you don't like the person whose dog it is. Which, that doesn't do a disservice to the person. That does a disservice to the animal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That does a disservice to the animal. But some of y'all can't get past your ego and your personal gripes with a person to realize they put out a phenomenal product, man. Dog C. I might put it in the chat. Yeah. If you listen, I'm gonna announce the name, but I want to put it in the chat first because he know whose dog that is, and he in the chat. That dog, the dog of the week, is City Boy Kennels. Big chainsaw.
City boys, city boys, city boys.
Man, all of them are awesome looking dogs, man. Good.
Oh yeah, who you telling? Who you telling? Them jokers is fire. Salute.
Yes, sir. Hey, City Boy, hit me on Facebook or you got my number. Text me with your cash app so I can go ahead and hit you up for the dog of the week, man. You know what I'm saying?
Salute, City Boys, doing it for the city. Salute.
4Bite Kennel said, going back to the Santos dog, most of the females off of him are black. Taking the genetic look of the mother, Miss Mouth. I own the direct daughter of Santos, Becky. She looked exactly like her mother. Okay, yeah, man, and like, nah, that's more information than what I even had on my Santos episode. So salute to you on that because I was stumped when I couldn't find really no outs or no dogs that was kind of bred off the yard to the Santos dog, man. So thank you for sharing that, man. And I gotta address that topic though. So every now and then I'll talk about something like that, man. But I don't want to really want to get too caught up in other people's programs. You know what I'm saying? Like I like Mr. Garner program. You know what I mean? Like let me say that. But at the end of the day, man, like Big A asked me a question the other day. I was talking about like the pressure and like just dealing with people. You know what I'm saying? People be hating on my little program. You know what I'm saying? My little 2-dog program and this and the third. And people got their opinions about my dogs. And so what I want to kind of fix and adjust to the best of my ability. Sometimes you gotta put content out, but what I want to kind of adjust is, man, like Big A asked me, said, man, do you think Floyd Boudreaux or Mr. Abraham or Boudreaux or Garcia, do you think they was dealing with, people just like talking about their program, people that had programs talking about their program, you know what I'm saying? And I think they did, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be one of the people that's like, I got a program. Like, let me just talk about what I got. You know what I'm saying? Let me talk about what I got and what makes what I got. And that's the only reason why Santos even came up. Like, some people just bring up Tom just to get a buzz on the internet, man. And that's not my intention, man. Like I you know what I'm saying? Like my intention is that dog is in my pedigree. So I'm gonna talk about the dogs in my pedigree and what little bit I do know about them. And you just gave me some information about a dog in my pedigree. That's what these chats is really about, or what they should be about, and what my chat is going to be about. Is people who know about the dogs, so that when I'm looking at my pedigree, I'm getting a real sight picture, and not just names on not names on a piece of paper. You know what I mean? So thank you for sharing that. I genuinely appreciate that because yeah, man. Like if it ain't in my pedigree, I'm not really talking about it, and I really want to know as much as I can about the dogs in my pedigree, so I can have a roadmap for where I'm going.
Yeah, and for me, man, I really don't get into those type of conversations or anything like that. But I will say this, and this is for Tom and everybody, you know what I'm saying, of that time frame and beyond, man. If they still talking about you today, whether it's good or bad, you're a legend in my book. Because you know what I'm saying, you ain't talking about nobody, you know what I'm saying, not everybody in the conversation today.
Well, hold up, because like that's part of being a legend. But I give you another thing about legends, man. This I'm gonna tell y'all right now. This is the best dog, and I don't really talk like this. This is the best dog morning show on the internet. I tell you why. I look at everything I wish I could see in a morning show, and I put it together. So I know it is. You know what I'm saying? I did my research, right? And we don't have the numbers that some of the like numbers don't tell you how great you are. You know what I'm saying? There are people who have the numbers they deserve. And don't get it twisted. Like they deserve those numbers. They earned those. They spent their money to get them, or they had the content that brought people in. But when I tell you that there's a lot of names that are legends that nobody hears of because the people of their time would not say the name. They wouldn't say it because to say their name would give them too much power. And you got to talk about those people too. You know what I'm saying? If you know those people, you're not putting them into. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting myself out. Bump that. You ain't got to talk about me. You ain't got to talk. I'm gonna talk about me.
Great point.
So like Mr. Moore, you know what I'm saying? Like when Toyo bring that up, I'm like, okay, I never would have heard of him unless somebody had the courage to say, hey, this was a great person. You know what I mean? And courage is one of the other codes of Bushido. You gotta have the courage to say that, man. Look, bro, you know, I ain't saying defend nobody, but like, hey man, that show rocking over there. Them boys, they rocking over there. You know what I'm saying? PBK did it, you know what I'm saying? J-Bo and them did it. Buck came through, Fat Bill came through, J-Bo and Dogman TV came through, you know what I'm saying? And these guys,
everybody.
These guys, we're competing on the wavelengths, but you ain't gotta be so competitive that you can't congratulate everybody else who doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Because like they're the only ones that can really, like how Precious said back in the day, they was talking junk on each other, but they like who else could do what they was doing? You know what I'm saying? Who else could do what they was doing? So, you know, like a little banter back and forth. I don't know, man. Grown men and women, you know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody gonna agree with everything you say. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We can chop it up, we can wreck out on the internet. This is internet stuff, man. This is internet stuff. You know what I mean? Like all the arguments that happened last year, and like nobody got. I'm not encouraging violence. Let me very, very clearly articulate this. Preface what I'm about to say. All the arguments that we've had over the course of the past year, and ain't nobody got no hands laid on them. Ain't nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to realize, man, this stuff is this for play. This internet stuff is for play. You know what I'm saying? Like the videos, my pre-recorded videos I put out on Sunday, that's my real program. You know what I'm saying? Like that's me. I'm out there training. I'm telling the dog to sit. The dog ain't sitting. You know what I'm saying? The dog poop on camera. You know what I mean? The poop running. Like these are real. Like I'm showing y'all the raw behind the scenes. Like what's happening when I'm not on the internet. That's what my Sunday shows is about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's embarrassing and it gives people things to talk about. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody gonna be talking about, if somebody gonna be a topic of discussion, I don't mind it being me. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll do that. I'll show you the mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I'll be that guy. Just like with the drill sergeant thing I was telling you about. Like I go out, I teach a class, I fail in front of everybody, and if they don't learn nothing else, they be like, okay, I'm not trying that. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? Like learn. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? I'll be the sacrificial lamb. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. I think I put my best foot forward to being the sacrificial lamb, man. You know what I mean? That's what we gonna do, man. You know what I'm saying? Toyo, Big A.
Hey, go ahead, Toyo.
Keep your look. I prefer my haters being in high places. That way I know I'm doing something. Every time I come in the room, I'm a threat. But like, you know what I mean? Like, so just make sure my rooms be high quality rooms that I go into. You know what I mean? When you see people ahead of you or supposed to be better off than you, and they start hating, you feel the hate or whatever, don't shy away from the hate. You're doing something right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I'd rather have the people with me and the big wigs hating on me. You understand? Instead of the people hating on me and the big wigs loving me. You understand what I'm saying? The big wigs loving me, that mean I just didn't marry their scheme and I'm rolling with their scheme. You know what I mean? And I ain't really tripping off the people. I'm just saying, like, I'd rather the big wigs be hating on me for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but like, yeah, I like my haters to be in high places.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Hey, man, we coming up on the hour mark, man. It's time to go to the cookout. I'm hungry, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go in there and make me some oodles and noodles real quick. Come right back out here and be on Toyo's show, man. We got about 2.5 minutes left on the show. Big A and Big Hill, you know what I'm saying? Give us some closing thoughts, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna come in here, we're gonna do that little prayer thing I do at the end. Bless everybody today. You know what I'm saying? It's the end of the week, man. Some of y'all getting paid today, you know what I'm saying? Go out there, get that paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Do something nice for your old lady, do something nice for your kid. Oh, that's another thing I want to address real quick too. Okay. Our mission is to build better animals to building better people, and to build better people to building better animals, right? That's our mission statement. And that's it's important and imperative that I say that because I did hear it mentioned that a lot of the old bulldoggers lost their families over these dogs. And while the sacrifice is definitely appreciated, I want to teach you how to do this and maintain everything. Because one of the things that I brag about for being a drill instructor is we have a 60% divorce rate. So not only was I the best and put in the most work, but I kept my family and grew it doing that process. I kept my family and grew it doing that process, man. Glory be to God for that. Because like a lot of these people, man, like they talk about the struggles, man. But look, luck favors the prepared. You gotta talk and you gotta communicate, and you gotta communicate to understand, not to respond. You know what I'm saying? You got to work on your relationship. You got to work on yourself. You got to be complete. If my wife left me today, right now, today, I'm still going to be on the live the next day. You would never know it, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm a complete person. I don't need my wife to complete me. I need her to compliment me. And she don't need me to complete her. She need me to compliment her. And we're going to raise these kids together. And we're going to teach them emotional regulation, professional competency, and financial literacy. And if you ain't teaching that, man, you definitely need to get on that, because the Shogun Army is about all of it. Yes, the dogs are the nucleus. The dogs brought us together, man. But if you're not building your mind, you will never progress, because you don't have the ability to go further. You're going to continue generational curses. You're going to continue to put these chains on your kids' mind. They're going to tell you an idea. Like my daughter said she want to play football. I hate that idea. I hate that idea. You know what I'm saying? But she talking about she want to play football. Okay, cool. I'm like, you know what? I really don't support that idea, but if you do it, I'll be at your games, your practices, and I teach you the same thing I would teach you if you was a son. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. But that's enough on that, man. I'm past my show link. Big A and Toyo, you know what I'm saying? Please, please, please do y'all part around so we can get over to the cookout, man. I'm ready for my plate. I'm really about to go cook me some oodles and noodles. I'll be in the show like 2 or 3 minutes late, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know.
Already, man. You know what it is, man. It's your boy Big A, man. This been another episode, man. Yeah, Friday, man. Dog of the week day, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the dog of the week. That's an amazing looking dog, man. I would take that dog. Yes, sir. Man, you know what it is, man. The Digital Dog Show coming up. It's getting close to that time, man. If you haven't entered, you might want to go ahead and enter now, man. Cause May coming up too. And May is going down in a major way. Major way. Yes, sir. But you know what it is, man. Saturday we'll be in here at 9:30. Your time, Central Time, you know, base it off of that, man, and it's going down tomorrow, man. Holla at you boys.
Yes, sir.
Salute. Y'all already know I'm ready to be over at the cookout. I'm ready to drive over there, boom, set up shop for y'all. I think I got some fish and stuff today that I might put on the grill too. Some fish. Here's some fish today because we ain't had no seafood. So it is what it is. I'll see y'all over there.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. You know what it is, man. We ending the show right here. Obviously, we got a show lineup for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So get over to the cookout. You'll get the notification. If you're not getting notification from the channel, just go out, remove notifications, unsubscribe, resubscribe real quick. Make sure your notification bell is set up so we go live. Boom. You can just click on that screen and it'll take you right to us. We end the show with a prayer. I like to do that. And I like to end it with a Neo Dogman chant. I say for the love of the dogs, and everybody responds for the love of the game. So we're going to get to it, and then we're going to get out of here, and we're going over to the cookout. May the Lord watch between you and me while we're absent, one from another. Amen.
Amen.
For the love of the dogs,
for the love of the game. Hey, before you end it, look at the outro.
All right, bet.
No Decaf in my cup. Holding while and it's hard in alcohol. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Sun ain't up, but I'm already wired. Pouring strong brew with a backyard fire. Got dogs barking, boots on the porch, and a story to tell with a voice like a torch. It's more than just pets, this here's a code. Bloodline deep like a Mississippi road. From Saki to Michonne, that fire runs thick. And every pup's got a purpose, not just a trick. We ain't selling dreams, just truth on the line. Talking hustle hard and the legacy grind. Turn that YouTube on when the world still sleeps. And I'm preaching dog game from the roof to the street. No decaf in my cup, just grind in my veins. Every sunrise show got fire in the frame. The shotgun talk, straight real, no bluff. For the dogmen and queens that been through enough. We ain't fancy, just proud and tough. Kennel built backwoods and bred in the rough. Got a coat full of dirt and a heart full of pride. Talking pick of the litter with my folks worldwide. From Frisco roots to Bacardi's flame. We saying names with weight, not chasing fame. Old Yeller line, yeah, we live that proof. Teaching folks how to spot real from spoof. Ain't no silver spoon, just bark, bite, and work. With the kind of wisdom you don't find in merch. It's that Bushido code and a quote of the day. giving game to the grinders who don't stray. From studs to the ring to the kitchen floor, we break it all down and then give them some more. No decaf in my cup, just grind in my veins. Every sunrise show got fire in the frame. It's Shogun talk, straight real, no bluff. For the dogmen and queens that been through enough. We ain't fancy, just proud and tough. Kennel built backwoods and bred in the rough. It's about legacy, not just looks, about showing up, not just reading books. This morning talks for the tried and true, for the ones who know what a real dog will do. No decaf in my cup, just soul in the brew. Every bark, every breed got a message for you. We rise, we ride with that southern strut, and we don't sip soft, now we Shogun tough. So hit play, pour up, and pull up a chair, cause we live this life and we damn sure care. It's about legacy, not just looks, about showing up, not just reading books. This morning talks for the tried and true, for the ones who know what a real dog will do.